Hey everyone, sorry we are a little late. There was some issues going on and a friend needed Sean's help, so he took off and I continued. However, we are just now getting started. So I was more right. I said it was going to be about 8 o'clock. However, Sean said 7:30. So anyways, we're back.
He wins.
I win. Like always.
Oh, well.
Yes. So we are done with our Santa surprise cookies. We still have to frost them. But if you didn't see that video, you can go check it out. It's about an hour long because we were not very organized. So, but they turned out great. Look at them. Look at these cookies.
Hi,
they look amazing. We still have to frost
those.
them. But we are going to jump right into our Oreo truffles. Now, Oreo truffles, you can pretty much find this recipe anywhere online. This has very quickly became one of my family's favorite recipes, and the reason why is they're customizable. So right now you can get lemon Oreos, you can get birthday cake, you can get berry, mint, there's apple pie. So really, the cream filling is what makes the flavor, and then you just basically add cream cheese. So you can make any of them. Now, the recipe you'll find online, I do change it a little bit because I don't like my truffles to be super tons of cream cheese. It's basically the recipe online is 1 package of cream cheese to 1 package of Oreos pretty much. I think that makes them a little too much cream cheese and too soft. So I tend to do 1 pack of cream cheese with 1.5 thing of Oreos. And I choose to do the birthday cake Oreo. I think they're really good. Keep in mind, if you do the double stuff Oreo, you're going to have even more cream and it tastes really good and stuff. So we're going to get started. I'm going to turn the camera on to the other one here. And
we're dark-faced over here. Eeks.
All right, guys. So hello. So this is pretty easy. Once again, I use the birthday cake Oreo. These are my favorite Oreos. Some people like the double stuff. That's what I choose to do. And I probably do 1.5. Sean's going to be watching questions this time around. Can you see the questions?
Yes, I can see the questions. I promise.
I love Oreo truffles. These are really good. They are a little bit rich, but they are for sure the one thing that everyone has asked for.
Oh, red velvet Oreos.
I know, red velvet would be good.
Dino Goes Rod has.
Yeah, and this one, some people dip theirs in chocolate. I use white chocolate because I like white chocolate. Mm-hmm. And when we dip those, right when they're cooling, I sprinkle it with some sort of Christmas colors. Now, some people will take a few extra Oreos and chop them up and drizzle that on the top, but they're already so rich, I don't think we need that. Mm-mm. So, we have our mixer. I'm going to get started here. You guys should be able to see that. And I start off with taking, this is the Professional Series.
Yep, Professional Series KitchenAid 6. They call it Professional 6 because it is a 6 quart.
So it does come with, it comes with this nice thing that I can put around this when we get going. I also have ice ready to go in a bowl, and I'll explain why in just a second. So that's ready to go. And what we're going to do is we will start by taking the Oreos and breaking them into the mixing bowl. I'm just getting everything ready here off to the side. And Sean's watching some questions. These are my favorite, you guys. I'm trying everything in my power not to eat these Oreos because they're the birthday cake Oreos. If you have not had birthday cake Oreos, they're pretty magical. If you want to see them inside, they even have little sparkles. I don't know. You can't really see that. There you go.
There they are.
See, look at that. So good. So I just take the Oreos and literally just break them.
What's on my KitchenAid right there?
Probably grease.
Maybe. Yes, that's the famous KitchenAid we've talked about before.
I don't know if it's famous.
Well, a few of us were talking about it.
Oh, yes. I will say we spent a lot of money. I mean, at the time, this was one of our first purchases. We probably got it 3 years after we started dating. No, maybe even a year or two. And at the time, it was $500. And this was back in 2001, too. So it was a big purchase for us. And it's lasted this entire time. Yep. We've never had an issue with it.
Nope.
It's a great mixer. And KitchenAid stands by it. We did have one time, I think the motor went out. No, that was on our Vitamix.
Our Vitamix, the motor went out.
So once again,
it was under warranty.
It was under warranty. I am putting extra Oreos. So normally the recipe just calls for a package of Oreos. I tend to like mine a little bit more on the, I don't want to say dry side. They're not dry. It's just if you do it per the recipe, you have a little bit more of the cream cheese and it's a little bit wet. And I personally like more of the Oreo flavor in there. All right. So I'm just going to put this little guard around this.
They call that the flour guard.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, so when you pour flour in, it doesn't get everywhere.
Oh, I didn't know that. And, oh, probably need to put the blade in it.
That might work. So we're using the paddle on this one.
The paddle.
The paddle. The other ones that are really even more expensive, these are called Hobarts. Those are...
I don't know how many people in here have had Oreo truffles, but I am so excited. The mint Oreo, I wanted to make, because Sean loves mint Oreos, and I wanted to make those, but not everyone's a fan, but the mint Oreo truffles are
very, very nice.
To die for. So I started off just on the slow speed. And then I'm literally going to take my cream cheese and do it in little cubes and put it in there on the slow speed. So just like so, and then drop it in. If you do it all at once, it'll still work. It just takes a lot longer for it to
do its mix.
Yeah.
Denise has had hers for 40 years. Good job.
Her
KitchenAid.
Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yes, that's another name for them, Betty. It's called crack balls.
Crack balls?
They're like crack.
Oh, yeah.
Crack balls.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it up a little bit because we're getting to the part where it's kind of a little struggling. We're on speed 4.
4. I still yet to make bread. I know how, but just never have yet. I've got the dough hook and all. And it almost looks like they've changed the look of the dough hook lately. So I saw one with it, and it looks a little different shaped.
So typically, if you were following the instructions, your mix right now would be a little bit more lighter than this, and it wouldn't be as chunky. But once again, I tend to like. If you put, I think if you do one of the cream cheese and one of the Oreos, you get more of the cream cheese flavor, and I'm more of the Oreo flavors. Hopefully you guys, we have our dinner being delivered, so if it rings in the middle, I apologize. So once I've kind of scraped down the sides, I'm just going to turn it on again, and this time I'm going to go on the highest speed for a couple of seconds here to get a really good mix.
Somebody said they thought you didn't like mint.
I like certain mint.
Certain mint.
If it's too overpowering mint, I don't like it. So Renee, I am not a truffle person. Don't let the name fool you. It's not truffle as in...
I don't
know why they call them truffles. I guess maybe because they're like a chocolate truffle, but...
I don't know.
I don't like, per se, like chocolate truffles or like the real, like mushroom truffle, truffle oil. But these, if you like Oreos, these... are to die for. I will say they're rich.
Which do you like better, cooking or crafting?
It depends on what mood. I don't cook, I bake.
I'm the one that cooks, so he's the one that bakes.
I probably would say that I like crafting more than, I can't like bake without a recipe. Like some people can just create
Put something together, yeah. That looks good. Look at that. Yum, yum.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move this out. And...
use those fingers.
I will.
Skip.
Make sure you've washed your hands before you do this, because nobody wants Oreo balls that...
oh, we love you too, Debbie.
...touched your real balls. Well, that's true. Wash your hands. Some people don't wash their hands in today's society. Do you know how many times I go into a restroom and watch people go in and not wash their hands?
Yeah, I see that all the time. It just grosses me out. It's like, what?
I don't understand it.
Who gets to lick the paddle? I guess I will.
You're not going to show everyone licking it?
It's a little hard to when the camera's on that one.
Ha! So once again, I'm just going to get all of this goodness. Look at that. Oh. So good, you guys. I cannot tell you. Now, I don't like my Oreos to be, some people want it to be kind of like a fine powder before they are done. I kind of like the Oreo to be in there. Plus, it will absorb. So, I have a bowl full of ice.
Bowl full of jelly.
Ice. And now, the reason for this is very, once you do it, it's really
gooey
and thin and stuff like that. And to form them into balls, you want it to be a little bit firmer.
Yeah.
So you can either throw it in the freezer, or I just put it on ice, like so. And then I'll kind of stir it to get it a little firmer, instead of, because you don't want to freeze it. You just want to get it.
And your hands, if you have warm hands, it sucks trying to.
Yeah.
It melts it so much faster.
So the next thing we'll do is I just grab a cookie tray and then either wax paper or parchment paper, and you're just basically, this is a lining, because before I dip these, you can dip them right away into the chocolate. However, they'll fall apart on you sometimes. At least they did it for Sean and I. They fell apart on us.
Yep. So
I recommend doing them, and we'll just show a few. I already have some frozen, and Sean's gonna start with the chocolate soon. When I form these into balls, and Sean doesn't make fun of me, but he never understands why. I swear butter adds a little flavor to this. So I'll wash my hands. And then I literally, when I make them into balls, I put a little butter as my
barrier
so they don't get stuck. And it just gives you that extra little, I think it gives you a little flavor. And then the balls you don't need to make too big, because if you make them too big, once again, they're rich. They're really, really rich. If you want it, just also to let you know, if they're too rich for you and you want to make them less rich, instead of dunking them in chocolate, you can dunk them in like an almond bark. And that's going to give away, it'll tone down the richness a little. Mm-hmm. Sean can only eat one of these at a time.
Oh, maybe two, but that's pushing it.
Yeah.
They're rich.
So I try to make them, like this one's almost too big, just because I know how rich they are. And once you put a layer of chocolate, they get even bigger, and so on and so forth. So I probably about that size. And it is good if you ever make these with, I think they're called golden Oreos. There's nothing too rich Oreo. Okay, so this butter trick, Sean makes fun of me all the time for using butter trick, but instead of using the spray, because that spray is no flavor and stuff, especially if you make popcorn balls, I'm telling you right now, if you're making popcorn balls and you have it and all that gooiness, form it with butter, because it will not stick to your hands, but it gives it a nice little buttery taste on your popcorn balls, which are, I love it. Sean, I don't know if he loves it as much as I do, but I think the little layer of butter that you use on the outside works just great. Butter, not margarine.
Yeah, margarine is nasty. I still think the one recipe that says use margarine, you can use butter and you'll be fine.
Sean, it says use margarine.
That's because
what we're using.
A lot of people did things the cheaper way, so that margarine was cheaper than butter.
No, I think certain cake mixes require the extra oil that comes in margarine. I do.
Yeah. That's how I
Will
make
you
popcorn
show that?
balls.
Reader's comment, just hit show.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, because you use the word porn. That's hilarious.
Porn. Yes, this is food porn.
All right, so I am going to roll a few more of these, and then Sean will bring his.
Have you ever tried to roll them in crushed nuts for coating? We have not.
No.
That would be interesting.
The only bad thing about nuts is the amount of people allergic to them.
Yeah, margarine is nasty.
Sean always says it's one ingredient away from plastic.
It's one chemical away from
Oh, is that what it is?
One chemical bond away from plastic.
Is it?
Something like that.
Oh, no need to apologize, Rita. It'll tell us if YouTube basically is like, we're blocking that comment, and we can actually say.
Oh yeah, you can say porn.
We can say show and stuff. Believe me, if this was a different show, I'd be saying much worse things.
Oh yes.
So Sean left me, just so you guys know.
Anybody want to block that person?
What person? You can block them.
Can we?
Yeah. What person?
This one here. It's the second time.
Oh, so go up to him. No.
Oh.
Go up to the person. Over to the side, there's 3 little dots. Nope, you're on someone else now.
Oh.
Sean, come on.
Got it.
You got to go over and stay on the person, Sean. There you go. Block. Technology's hard for Sean.
No.
He tries.
I did it.
You almost blocked poor someone else. You almost got blocked.
No. Food porn. Yeah.
Yeah, butter is amazing. I love butter. Yep. Hello from Mexico.
Hello, Lucy from Mexico.
Okay, so I'm going to move this. I'm going to still make these, but you can bring your thing into view so you can start doing your thing. So grab that. Explain to people what you're doing.
So I'm lucky enough to have a tabletop induction top here.
Okay, explain what that is, because I had no idea what that was when I bought it for you. I bought it because he said, buy this for me, and I still don't really quite get it.
It works on the world of magnetic energy.
Magic.
So you take a pan that is magnetic, like the pans I have that we got for Christmas last year, and it creates heat. And it's great, and it's wonderful, and it's very accurate. So this is an induction. If you read these, I got these at Costco. Let's see. There we go. We'll go this way.
You have to use induction on that, right?
It says right here, induction suitable. So this is a magnet. And the best way to find out if it works, take a magnet. If it sticks, it'll work. Aluminum, stainless steel will not work.
So for those that are just joining, we are making something called, I just call them Oreo balls, but supposedly they're called Oreo Truffles. It's basically a package of Oreos with cream cheese. You make them into little balls, and then we're going to freeze them. I already made a batch while Sean had left me while I was preparing for the video. And so he is getting the chocolate melted. You're going to need a bigger pan, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, maybe I should use a bigger one.
I don't know what you did with our little... And these are easy to make, but they're just time consuming because the part, what Sean's doing now, you have to dip them in chocolate, and that kind of takes forever.
The big thing about white chocolate, it does take a little extra heat to melt, but not by much.
Ooh, Irish butter is so good.
And you have to be careful with it.
I had never heard, so a lot of people are talking about your induction. I had never heard of induction either. A couple things I like about it is it's pretty quick heating up. It doesn't hurt. So Sean can actually put his hand on there and it's not going to burn anyone. So
I mean, the surface can get hot. Obviously, heat is heat no matter what. But I can still put a piece of paper between this while it's on high or whatever, and it will not burn. It just heats up the metal with a magnetic energy. See, it's already starting.
It's like Magneto from X-Files.
This is, you have to be careful with white chocolate because it does burn very easily. Where's all my...
Which, Sean did not explain that very good the first year. He said, the great thing about induction, Ken, is you really can't burn things. Oh, you can.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can burn. Ken burned the white chocolate last year. We had to go buy a new white chocolate.
So I'm using my temperature's at 110. The nice thing about induction also, it's very, very accurate in heat.
Mulled wine. I know. So Dino Goes Raw, that's exactly which by the way, Dino Goes Raw was one of our contest winners.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations.
So every time he uses this induction thing and he's like, it's with magnets, I'm like, it's Magneto. It's like, ooh, look at that. Oh, it looks so pretty, Sean. Good job. Now, what did you do? Did you add any of your Crisco?
No. Now, if you find that your stuff is a little on the thick side and it's not...
Okay, my stuff's always on the thick side, Sean.
You just add a little Crisco to it. That'll thin it out. Plus, it helps in the hardening effect and gives it a slight shine.
So if you need to get it hard and it's a little on the thick side,
yes,
what are you talking about over here, Sean?
This is exact heat. This thing is probably, if I was to have a one thing, it should
He's
only be
ignoring me,
102
everyone.
degrees.
Just so you know. Every time I make a joke, Sean chooses to ignore me. He ignores me, and then I go to my bedroom and cry because I feel like he doesn't love me. No love! And I'm not done with my Christmas shopping. Who's done with the Christmas shopping?
These pants are a year
I'm never done with Christmas shopping because I love Christmas. I love to give presents to people. I like to take the time to go out and find something that I know they'll like and stuff. And I spoil Sean. You guys all think I'm mean to Sean, but I take good care of Sean on Christmas.
He's not mean at all.
So it's an act. I swear it is. But he gets very nice Christmas every year. And he does pretty good. It's better than when we were first together. Let me just tell you, because when we were first together, whoo, he was a hit or miss. This is how Sean's Christmases usually used to go. Kenny, can I get a list for Christmas? Here's my list, Sean. Christmas morning. Kenny opens up every single thing on his list. Sean will literally just go out and buy the list. Then, when the internet took off, it was, Kenny, can I get your list? And then I said, here's all the links. And then I figured out that if I wanted it, I should go buy them because Sean would wait till last minute. Just saying. Oh, Beverly, I had the same thing done last week. I had trigger point injections. Those suck, huh? They're not fun. But they help me at least. I don't know about you, but oh my gosh, they're a lifesaver for me. They did, how many shots did they do in my back, Sean? 6? Yeah, lifesaver. Lifesaver. Alright, so these ones are going in the freezer, Sean. I'll be right back.
Now, I could temper this, but that just takes too much time.
Temper it?
You take this and you put it on like a piece of marble, and you cool it down. You sit there and fold it, scrape, fold. And as long as you can touch a little bit of it on your tongue without it burning, you then put it back in the heat, reheat it, melt it. Then you temper it again on some cold marble, fold. You can do that 2 to 3 times. Once you're done, it is then becomes tempered.
Like tempered glass?
That's what it is. No shush down there. So there you go.
Let's see here. Sean, are you using shortening in your chocolate to thin it out?
Just a little bit, yes.
Just a little bit. And, just so you know, get new shortening, because sometimes Ken uses old shortening and there's chunks of stuff in it. Like bacon. So, or I accidentally grabbed the wrong shortening can, because Sean uses the old shortening can as where he puts all of, like, his bacon grease and stuff. And I was like, that'll thin it out. Nope. Just make sure cookies taste like bacon, which isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of weird.
So where's our new toys?
Right here. I already have it set aside for you. So this year we were smart because last year we usually take a fork, and it's really messy. 2 forks, and you dip one of the forks in the chocolate, and then you tap it to get the extra off. So this is the first year we got this. And we just got it at Joann's. It was like $5 maybe, if that, and we could use a 40% off coupon. But before he does that, I want to finish rolling balls, because as soon as he's done, I have to sprinkle him with stuff, which is right back. As soon as the chocolate comes out, you have to sprinkle it. If you don't do it right then, you're not going to be able to get the sprinkles on there.
Ah, that's right.
All right, I'm almost done.
Yeah, coconut oil works as well, too. Gives it a slight little flavor, too. And I do have that. I can use coconut oil as well.
Coconut oil is really good for popcorn. And if so you guys don't use, like, really bad oil, you can use coconut oil for your popcorn.
It's not a great oil either, but...
It's better than what they use in microwave popcorn.
Yeah.
What would you recommend using for oil for popcorn?
I use like soup cans if I do that, or anything.
Sean, you need to clean up your mess afterwards. Jeez. Okay, I'll be right back.
We'll be right back after this message.
There's no messages.
Ah, darn. I could probably come up with one. I don't think, I mean, they're somewhat tempered, I believe. You're probably right, Gail, but I really don't even know if they are or not. I can, in school, we learned how to temper chocolate, and then we would make little designs with pipe bags, and then they would use them for decorations in our stuff.
So those are frozen. So what Sean will do is he'll dip them, and then when he's done, I'll sprinkle them. But if you would rather do the, like sprinkled Oreo, you could do that too. Some people, it depends on what people want to do. Let's see. I also have blue.
Where's my small little spatula?
You know, instead of doing all those, I think I'm going to do these. Because these are kind of chunky. All right.
I went to the one here in Spokane called the Northwest Academy.
Frosting, just to let you know.
There we go.
So this is our first time using it this way. So, and here's the thing is on this is...
Put them right back where they have
yep.
on.
The bad thing is they will defrost pretty quick. So you got to be quick, because if not, they... And then we just put a little sprinkle on them. I have a couple different options for sprinkles. Some of the bigger sprinkles don't work very well. They kind of fall off to the side. But, I mean, they're all right. I tend to stick to red and green because it's Christmas. Oh, that works so much better. Do you want me to go get you, like, the little pointy thing or something to...
What?
So they can easily come out. Right now, they're... You want something to easily get it out of there?
Okay.
You got it? All right.
I just don't want to use metal on my nonstick.
Gotcha. So I'll put them all in a little pile here for you, ready to go. So that way you don't have to pull them off. Teamwork! Well, that one's not very good, Sean, but that's okay.
What's on it?
Well, it's kind of lopsided. Oh, toothpicks do work well. You're right.
The other one that we actually bought another thing. It's got a pokey thing as well.
Pokey thing. And then what we will do is we will end up... See, I know you don't want to use metal, but this is just tearing those apart.
What do you want me to use?
Well, I mean, the forks is what we used last time or something, but you're still...
Well, then over there on the thing, the new one, it does have a pokey thing.
Here you go. That's what I would use, because this is just not happy. That's just what I say. You can sprinkle with Oreo crumbs. The reason I don't sprinkle with Oreo crumbs is they're already so rich that I choose to not do that. And these are messy at this part, but that's it, guys. These ones are easy. I told you they're easy. It's an Easter egg. It's supposed to mimic snowflakes. Hello. I'm not sure I like the sprinkles. Let's try this one next. I have these. They're just red and green sprinkles. We're going to put that one on next. And then we'll see which one I like the best. See? I'm telling you.
Well, the forks will do the same thing.
No, they won't. Oh, yeah. We're doing that from now on. I like that one better. All right, guys. That's it. I mean, they look prettier once they're, like, frozen and stuff like that. So... Easy breezy. Told you it was easy. So we're going to do the rest of these. We have like 80 of these to do, which is not fun, but it is what it is. And we're going to frost our Santa surprise cookies. We'll be back tomorrow live. Hopefully we're doing almond roca tomorrow, because almond roca is one of those ones that some people say are kind of hard. I'll be right back.
Ooh, food's here. I didn't even hear anything go ding dong. I swear my doorbell upstairs doesn't work. All right. What's for dinner? Jimmy John's. Easy to order, and then boom, it's here, and freakishly fast. Alright, let's get some sprinkles on there real quick. Ugh.
Jimmy John's is here.
Ooh,
I love Jimmy John's.
That one hardened a little too fast. It got no sprinkles.
All right, guys. Sorry, that was right at the end. So we are going to be back tomorrow. Are you going to show your Christmas cards you got? I am. I have 2 more coming, and I will show them probably tomorrow during the live. Because we are kind of figuring out today with all the lighting and how to do this in the kitchen. We have never really shot in our kitchen before, so we want to make sure. But I'll show them tomorrow. And tomorrow we're probably going to do almond roca and CC bars, which are kind of hard, but they're awesome. They're probably, the CC bars are definitely one of the favorites that I don't see a lot of people do. Almond roca is, Sean says easy. Other people say it's hard, but we'll show you how to make that. It's there's a little trick where most people use a candy thermometer. We don't.
Nope.
I use the brown paper bag trick, and that's how I trained Sean, and that's how he uses it now too. So
I just go by sight now.
So CC bars, Dino Goes Raw asks, they're basically caramel and chocolate bars, but they have walnuts, chocolate chips, caramel, and some other things.
And cake.
They're like brownie bites.
German chocolate.
Pretty much like brownie bites. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming and watching both of them.
Thanks.
Bye.